stunning evening. Thank you so, so much. I don't know where to begin. I had no idea what I was going to see tonight, and I'm, well, gobsmacked would be the word. Thank you to all the friends tonight that have contributed so much. Thank you to the AFI, of course, for their wonderful production. And I'm overwhelmed. What a collaboration it must have taken to do it. I'd very much like to tell you just a small story, if I may. It's a true story. Many years ago, I was working on the Fox studios, and I was finishing up The Sound of Music. And we ran very late one day, and I decided to leave by the back gate when I was finally released. It was a quick way for me to get home. And now, beyond the gate was a vast expanse of mostly open space. These days, it is called Century City. But back then, there were very few buildings and just that huge, dusty lot beyond the gate. And when I got to the gate and waited for it to open, my attention was caught by an elderly gentleman who was working in an open-air shed. He was painting some flats or some scenery of some kind, but he looked up and smiled at me, so I rolled down the window of my car and I said, "You're working a little late tonight, aren't you?" And at that point, he walked over to speak with me. He described, this is absolutely true, he described how much he loved his job and how proud he was of his contribution to the movies that he had worked on. He proceeded to boast a little and tell me that he'd painted scenery for Marilyn Monroe and Jack Lemmon and Jimmy Stewart and Shirley MacLaine and many others. He was so enthusiastic, so proud of his craft. And as I finally drove away, I was suddenly reminded with great clarity just how many people are involved in making movies. What a huge, again, collaborative effort it takes to bring film to the screen. And usually on a night such as this, one thanks one's agent and one's manager, one's publicist, and perhaps one's mother. And I do thank, in fact, all of them, and they're mostly here this evening. But you know who you are, dear friends, and how grateful I am to you and how much I love you all. But I would also like to thank the vast number of people you don't get to see other than when their names are listed in those all-too-fast credits. And I wish something could be done about that, please, one day, for they are the unsung heroes of movie making. Because I know that without the contributions and the talent and dedication of all those good people, I very much doubt that I would be standing here tonight. And I really, honestly mean that. My husband, Blake, I mean it. Thank you. My husband, Blake, used to get quite annoyed when people referred to filmmaking as the business or an industry. Blake insisted that film was an art form and should always be called that. And I know that is exactly the way the AFI feels also. The work that the American Film Institute does, the people they teach, inspire, and help is truly remarkable. Also, I have to say tonight, they do throw one hell of a party, don't they? Talk about collaboration. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for this honor this evening. I'll never forget this wonderful night and this beautiful award, which I will treasure always. Thank you again, darling Carol, wherever you are at this moment. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Get home safely. Stay well. Good night, and thank you so much.